Hey everybody, Infesord here for another Infesord Live channel update. And I guess I'll just preface this. This channel update is going to be a little bit less not what I'm used to, because it's going to a little bit emotional and a little bit kind of, I guess, up and down or whatever. But basically I want to bring the skinny of what has been happening to me personally that kind of has made the channel some of the content been a little on and off, because like I said, I've been wanting to keep a schedule of like a new episode every 12 hours, but obviously for those that haven't been paying attention, that hasn't been quite the case, as I've been lapsing a few from time to time. And the reason why, actually there's a couple reasons, but the main one being that I have been a little bit depressed for the past couple weeks, and mostly because my got a little card here, my grandfather, David Campbell, he passed away about this was a couple weeks ago now. He passed away July 6th, age 78. And so the funeral happened a few days later, and I've been just kind of, just grieving for it. But trying to think how to say it. I think I want to say something really important, and I think it's really something you may want to consider as well, is because I also have here when my grandmother passed away. This is all on my mother's side. My father's side, my grandpa and grandma, they're still alive and kicking. Sometimes literally. No. But Joanne Mary Campbell, my grandmother on my mother's side, she passed away in 2006. Now I bring that up because, and again, I apologize if this seems really sappy, but it's really important to me. When I came home in a drunken stupor, because that was also the other thing. My grandmother passed away on my 18th birthday, so you can probably imagine how that kind of went. Where I come home, I'm drunk because, hey, I'm 18, because in Alberta that's legal drinking age, and then my dad tells me, like, oh yeah, your grandmother passed away. I'm like, oh, okay. Again, because I'm drunk, I'm not thinking clearly, duh. But the next day, it really occurred to me that it really hurt me deep inside. I did not handle that funeral well at all. I mean, who says they can, of someone they really love passes away? But it's because it had been months since I'd even talked with my grandma, and then all of a sudden she's gone, and it's just like, oh, that kind of feeling. And I'm over it now. I've grieved enough for my grandma. I'm still grieving with grandpa, but it wasn't so bad with grandpa, because I guess it just worked out that I was around at the time, and I wasn't. I guess it's all timing is everything, I guess. But even then, it wasn't the best excuse for a grandma. But with grandpa, I was around. I was able to, go to the hospital in Red Deer, which is a small town. It's about an hour and a half drive from Calgary, which is where I live. And and being surrounded by family, we were able to say goodbye to him. So I don't know, it was still hard. I mean, I'm tearing up right now, but it was still better than like never even getting a chance to say goodbye, and then they go. But grandpa, I got to say goodbye to him, and it was nice seeing him. Oh, what did we do? My brother, bless his heart, he bought a what was it? It was a bottle of this Glenfiddich 15-year-old, I think it was 15-year-old Scotch, because my grandfather is Scottish. That's his heritage and where his genetic makeup was. And so he drank Scotch, and like it was 15-year-old really high quality stuff. And everybody in the room had some. Of course, me being crazy, because I'm like, oh, I don't sip it. Like, no, I'm gonna chug it all and just get it done and over with. Because I hate sipping. It's like, no, just one and done. Just get it in there. But seeing the look on Grandpa's face when also, we have thunderstorms going on right now, so that's also kind of weird. As Grandpa was, he had a little sip of the stuff, and the look on his face and his eyes just go, that's smooth stuff, and just it was good. I mean, it helped. It helped with the closure, at least, more so than it did with Grandma. But I mean, it is what it is. But okay. To round it all up, grandfather passed away. This has been a few weeks ago, because this is the 22nd. This is being recorded on, and being uploaded to, because I gotta have this done and all up before I leave and I'll talk about that in a second before I go. So yeah, it's been a while since that happened. I've been kind of just still grieving, but I think I've been doing okay so far. And yeah. Yeah, it's good. Well, I mean, it is what it is, and life goes on. I guess that's the main thing, You just you deal with it, and you just say, you know what, life goes on. The show must go on, as they say, right? And I guess the show would be, Infesord YouTube. I guess. Again, sorry guys for being all emotional stuff, but I had to get that out there, and I had to explain what's been going on. So that's why I haven't really been feeling too really into wanting to do like recording, because I just like I even tried doing it a few times. I just move the microphone. Okay, let's do it, and then I start. I'm just going, I don't feel it, and that's a bad thing if you don't feel it. I mean, I did manage to do a recording of, as you can tell, Half-Life and Transistor and Shovel Knight, but that's mostly because I hadn't played those games in such a long time, because I let those lapse over the course of the weeks after that. What was it, that camping trip vacation, which was ended shortly because of grandfather being in the hospital and whatnot. So I did have some to play, and that's still being uploading to the channel right now. Or it's already uploaded. It's scheduled. That's the word we're looking for. And those will last until, let me think here. Shovel Knight will end on the 23rd, because it's in that slot. And then Half-Life and Transistor will end on the 24th. And that's all I've got recorded. And probably won't have anything up until, let me look at the calendar here. Probably not until Monday, the 27th, is when I get back from another trip that I'm going to. And I'll explain that in a second. So content will be a little bit not there for a couple days. Assuming I can get back into the swing of things. If I can get back into the swing of things, everything will be good. I just have to, get back in, because it's easy once you get the schedule going, where you have 4 different games rotating on days and days off. But once you run out of episodes, and then they all end up stopping. Oh no, never mind. That's a Steam bleep bloop. I should have turned that off. Silly me. I am the professional. No, I'm just not thinking straight, because I'm getting emotional. But where was I? Something about something. Okay, I guess I'll just talk about the vacation, because I can't remember where the hell I was thinking before that thing interrupted me. So basically, yeah. The little trip I'm going to is something called Motion Notion. Got a little sticker there from my cousins, because those are the ones that my uncle and my 2 cousins that invited me to go in. So it's basically a big music festival out in the middle of nowhere I think it's by British Columbia somewhere. I can't remember. I know that I'm leaving tonight in about 4 hours or so. Gonna meet them in Olds, which is, again, small town, about 45 minutes from here north, and meet them there. And then we're gonna leave like tomorrow morning early, like 6 a.m. early. That's pretty early for me. And it's basically a big music festival that feature, like, the music that it usually will play is, for this is from what they tell me, so I'm gonna have to believe them, my uncle and my cousins. It's electronic dance music, which is totally my type of music. I just never ever get the chance to really go on these sort of things, because usually I'm working. But because the place I work at is currently closed and being renovated right now, I don't have to worry about that. Although I was gonna go this year anyway, because I already had booked it off. I did book it off, but then the renovations got pushed back, so it just ended up lining up. The days that I booked off were gonna be during the renovation, so that worked out. So yeah, that should be fun, and I'll be gone for, like I said, until Sunday or Monday, I think, is when I get back. And then I'll have to see, like, as soon as I can get new content, like, for more Let's Plays going. And yeah, I think, I don't know, because like I said, I've been trying to get them, but I couldn't get into it. I've been just playing whatever's been tickling my fancy to keep me, I guess, pacified, I guess you could call it. I've been playing a hell of a lot of Terra Online, mostly because my buddy Aaron, who I do the Play Nerd podcast with, which we are still trying to work on, all the stupid audio recordings we keep running into, and I did manage to get a solution for us temporarily until his board that blew up on him. I don't think no. It could have literally blown up on him, but it just stopped working. But I have a new solution thanks to Audition, because I don't think Audacity would. No, Audacity doesn't work with that trick. But anyway, see, I've been playing a lot of Terra Online because he has a fairly high level character, and now because I've been just playing nonstop Terra Online, I've managed to get myself quite up there. Like not close enough to him, but it's definitely a far cry from what it used to be, where I was sitting at like, I don't know, level 35, and now I'm sitting at the date of this recording, it would be 49 in like 7/8. I was playing it last night and nearly hit level 50, but then realized I had things to do today, which I'll talk about in a second. So I was like, I'll just hit level 50 later, and then go on from there. But so I guess other things I've been doing. I've been just like working on cosplay related stuff. I'm actually building. I just finished talking with the guys who do custom CNC router cutting. Basically, these big machines that are hooked up to a computer that can custom cut like metals and plastics and that sort of thing. So I'm having the Primetime Draven, the cosplay for that. I'm building the axes being made. So I already said, I sent the plans to him, which was fun because, well, it was sort of fun because apparently when you draw things in most programs like Photoshop, or I use Paint.net, because they use a raster, I think it's called raster, raster-based drawing-based thing. I don't know, it's a technical term. But if you want to work with that kind of stuff, you need to turn them into a vector form of picture of 2D image. And so I've been working with this program called Inkscape, which is another free open source program that will do that. And it actually had a decent tracing program because I tried using Inkscape to draw the to draw the blueprint for it, and that program is not easy to work with, especially being used to even other types of raster based ones. And I don't think it's because it's vector. I think it's just because it's not very user friendly, I don't think. But it has a decent tracing program, so it was able to trace the design, put it in vector form, and then send it over to the guy who has a custom CNC router cutter. And I talked with him today, paid him a down payment, and now he's going to start working on the base of the design for the Draven throwing axes for those that play the League of Legends. So that should be cool when that's all done. So I did that today, and I think that's about it. You know what? Yeah, I think I've been rambling on too much. I didn't need to talk about that, but you know what? I just had to explain myself. Actually, how long have I been recording? Oh, wow. You know what? I'll probably just end it right here. Didn't realize I've been going for over 17 minutes. All right, I'm just going to cut it off here. But yeah, so that's why things have been a little lackluster with content, because grandfather passed away, been grieving, been kind of depressed, playing other stuff, not really Let's Playing. But when I get over it, when I get back from Mono, that's short for Motion Notion because that's apparently a thing. When I get back from that, I think everything should be okay. And I can get back to making more Let's Play content that at least a few of you, especially you, Zdenda 1990, really enjoy, or at least enjoy commenting on each one and saying, "Oh, well, you could have totally done that better." It's like, yes, thanks, I know that. But yeah, I would like to get back into, especially Hard Reset. I haven't played that in. That's probably the one that I've relapsed the most, as far as like not playing for at all. Well, I have to Let's Play it if I'm going to play it. I can't just like, I'm just going to play a little bit of it. No, it's supposed to be a blind Let's Play. I haven't played it before, It's that kind of thing. Oh, one last thing before I sign off here. I will also, in addition to having more Let's Play content when I get back from Mono and everything, I want to do some other videos about the camping trip that I did, because I did shoot some video there. I just haven't got the time because of the aforementioned things that I mentioned. That's why it's called aforementioned. About the camping trip that I did, where I actually shoot some guns for the first time, so that was pretty cool. And I'm going to try and get some footage for Motion Ocean because I think it'll be pretty cool. Assuming I don't spend too much time filming rather than just experiencing it, because that is always a problem. If you just spend the whole time shooting video, you don't really experience it. I'm sure you understand what I mean. But sometimes you have to say, well, if I want to shoot footage, I have to sacrifice not experiencing it. It's kind of the drawback, but it is what it is, and hopefully I should have some of that when I get back. But yeah, until next time, guys, see you later, and make sure you have fun.